Today I'm going to be attempting to solve this with no help. This puzzle is very interesting. It scrambles by moving these pieces around and using this one empty spot to allow you to move each of these individual squares wherever you want. And something else you can do is just turn the entire layer together, but it's pretty tough to turn. I'm not exactly sure what this puzzle is called. It's like the Rubik's ball, something like that. And there's 8 different colors. So I'm gonna try and get this scrambled. That'll be a challenge in the first place before I can even start solving it. So this is our scramble, and my strategy is that I'm just gonna start with the white hemisphere, I could call it, and try and get all of these pieces white. So let's get started. See this big block of white pieces here, so I'll just move it over. Get that in place. All right. Looking good. I got 1 bar done. I need to make sure I make open holes in the spots I need to put a piece. So I need this white piece to go somewhere here. So I need that hole in that slot. There we go. Okay. Now let's move this white piece in here. Oh, doing these full layer turns is not easy. I don't even know if you're supposed to do that. Okay. Oh, looks like I messed up that piece right there when I made that layer turn, but that's all right. My strategy is quite interesting. There we go. Almost done with the white, only 3 more pieces. These 2 and that one, right? Let me try and get this one in. Ooh, turning the whole layer isn't easy. There we go. Okay, 2 more pieces. Now, I can't move this piece by turning the whole layer because I'd mess this up. So I'm going to have to take the slow route and use the opening to move it. I can just move some pieces down and out and bring this one up. And there we go. And one last piece, just right there. Okay. And there we go. I finished the white hemisphere. Now I'll move on to light blue and do black and red. Then I'll have finished half of the sphere. Time lapse. I have finally finished the first half. It took quite a while, and I know that time lapse was somewhere around 25 seconds, which for me was about 25 minutes. I realized that when you're creating two hemispheres, you can't simply go around. You have to always start with the bar that is closest to the one next to it. And with the last hemisphere, there was already a white bar and a black bar made, so I had to do some fancy movement work to get these two made before I could finally add these three pieces in the middle. So the next step is to make the other hemisphere. This is going to be quite a challenge because in all of the first hemisphere, we had this entire beam as an axis that I could move pieces around on for wherever it needed to go. But I can't use this one because then I would end up messing up these pieces. So I'm going to have to figure something out. My plan is that I'm going to start with yellow and then do green and orange, then blue. I want to end off with blue because there is one less blue piece. The empty piece, it would be filled with a blue piece if the entire sphere was all one solid block. So let's get started. Time lapse. I have finally finished 6 out of the 8 hemispheres. Now I'm on the last 2 hemispheres. So once I solve these, I will be done with this cube, or should I say ball or sphere. I know I called it the Rubik's ball earlier, but apparently the actual name is the V-sphere from a different brand. I'll put the name up there. My arms have gotten so tired from recording this video. This sphere takes so long to solve. My biceps are sore from just holding this. It's quite heavy, actually. So my strategy going forward is just using a technique to this empty slot can be used to push pieces out and pull pieces in. So I'm just going to keep doing that until I get these bars in their positions and see how that goes. All right. So I'm just going to keep repeating this sequence until I get that orange bar where I want it to go. Okay, I got this in position. Now I need to get this one in position before I can add these pieces. So I'll use this open slot, put it in here, move this out, put in a piece, and move it back. Generally, moving it back would be a waste of time, but since I don't actually know how to solve this, I'm just gonna do it the beginner way and take it slow. All right. So I'll bring this up too. Move this in. Bring it down and put this back where it needs to go. Uh-oh, something happened here. Oh, That's all right. Okay, so I just got 4 pieces left that I need to put in their place. Okay, now 3. It's getting pretty difficult to get things where I want them to go. Just realized I can cycle pieces by doing the same thing I was doing before. Can just move things around the hemisphere, and then I'll get them right where I want them. Oh, one last piece. Uh-oh, how am I gonna do this? Oh, all right, there we go. Oops. The layers are misaligned. And there we go. Thank you guys so much for watching. It would really mean the world to me if you liked and subscribed. Make sure to check out some of my other videos there and there.